while I have you off the screen. Like I'm looking at you, but I can't hear you yet. So, all right. So, hey, folks. Okay, I'm back. So, I hope that I can get everybody here again. Listen, we worked out the technical issues, so we are in an awesome place. I'm going to be recording the show from for Instagram from my phone. So there's always a trick and a twist to make things work properly. So I want to thank everybody for your patience, and again, if you're not here live, then and you're looking at it later, I hope you share it with everybody in the whole wide universe. Again, we're food for action, and and we are definitely on a mission to stamp out hatred and bigotry and all those ugly things. And we're going to do it through positive conversation, productive conversation, and proactive conversation, which we will then cycle into processing that information that we learn from each other. And then from that information, hopefully we sit there and we turn that into some type of positive, proactive, and productive actions, and not just let it sit in the conversational zone forever. It's very important that if we're going to defeat this thing for the kids and the grandkids and the great grandkids and all that make sure that we are that we're starting now. In order for when I'm sitting in heaven, I want to be able to look down and see my great grandkids chilling without having to worry about the issues that we're facing today. So, all you guys, here we go. I'm going to bring in Kalu again from The Voice UK, many other things. He writes music. Freaking dude sings off the hook like I don't even know. It's like some old heaven business. So it's definitely a blessing. When I first heard him sing, I was like, "What?" So, and y'all know I come from deep music background. So for me to say that, this brother is the real deal. So we're gonna go ahead and bring him in, and I appreciate again you guys waiting, and hopefully we'll get a slew of folks on Instagram and Facebook to take part in this conversation. If you have any questions for him, then please feel free to type them on in, and we'll make sure that that we answer all that. And boom, here we go. All right, so we got him coming in here. What's up, my man?
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Man, how you feeling, bro? You good?
I'm okay. I'm excited to see how this goes. I'm not sure if I can see anyone. My first time doing this, but yeah, I'm just gonna go with the flow.
Well, listen. Let me tell you something. First of all, before we go any further, I just want you to know that I think that your skills are dang ridiculous, like for real. And I as you can see, I look kind of funny, but I am definitely, music is all I know. My whole family and so on. So when I heard you the first time, I was like, that's just not even real. And I'm wondering, because I remember because I used to play with the Backstreet Boys, and this is some years ago. And I remember going over and being in the UK, and we used to do Wembley Arena and all that. And I would be like, okay, well, we're like, it seems like the talent was kind of lacking there. Yeah. But guess what? You just proved me wrong, because you're blazing. And I've been, I troll you in a bit, because I watch you do lives all the time. You're really welcoming to folks on your lives and stuff like that. And so, I've watched the cover tunes and things like that you're doing. Just ultra talented. So we'll go over those particulars in a minute. So first thing that I want to do for the folks out there, and then I'm going to shut up, is I want to bring the first question, and it's a question that I ask everybody who joins the conversation here, because even though today it's going to be more focused on entertainment, because that's what you do.
Yeah.
But I also believe that there's a consciousness that everybody should understand we all possess. And so my first question to you is, what or when, or probably both, in your life is the first time that you ever realized, either through an experience of your own, or through seeing something crazy happen that made you realize there is this thing called racism?
Well, I believe, well, at school, really. I think it started at school. That was when I realized that certain races get treated differently, you know, and they are looked down upon, and it's not. Yeah, it's not good at all. It doesn't make anyone feel good. It shouldn't. I'm very much against it, and yeah, I definitely hate it with a passion for sure.
And so do you remember like any instance or an actual occurrence that happened that really hit home with you, where you even had to go home and talk to your folks and family about it or something?
Um, well, of recent memory, I think a few maybe months ago, I was on a live stream. You get the odd comments here and there on certain lives, like uh, a lot of hosts don't call people out, you know, in the comments and whatnot. They don't really speak on it. When they see comments, they don't actually address them when they should be teaching the youth and
Right.
whatnot,
True.
that this is wrong. You shouldn't be doing this. So I was in a live, a Scousers live, and the racism was so much that I had to like, after I finished singing, I was just like, yo, like, are you cool with this? Like, can you not see what's going on here?
Right.
And then, I go into a rant on racism and how it's just not acceptable. You should be the one to be telling these people like it's not right. You know what I mean? That
Right.
this is not okay. And he was um, the kind of person he's become so used to it that he was just like, oh, just ignore it. You know what I mean? And I'm just like,
Yeah. I
you
don't do that, brother.
right. You don't ignore racism and it will just poof and it will just go away. You know what I mean?
Right.
You should be attacking it head on and defending yourself and your friends and the fact that you are not a racist and um, you are teaching people to be on the right path. You know what I mean?
Right.
To not say dumb stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. Listen, I have Instagram live on now, so we are recording. We're live on Instagram as well,
Sure.
and I see a couple of people slowly creeping in. So I want to make sure that everybody knows that my special guest tonight is Kalu at Real Kalu Music,
Indeed.
and this kid is ultra talented. And I oops, got to wave back at somebody. And so,
Right.
folks, we're definitely being given a treat tonight to have this talented brother all the way from the UK chilling with us. And so we're going to steal as much of his time as we can. We're going to find out what his whole thing is about. I got to know. I got to get all the stats of what you're doing now, what music is coming up. I got to get all the stuff. Let me ask you. Are you familiar with, and I have to throw this one in, this is just me paying bills. Are you familiar with Gorin Hats?
I'm not. No.
Gorin Brothers? Gorin Brothers, they're over there in the UK too. They're actually worldwide. And you'll see like they make just this wild array of hats, but they're all designer joints. So even their caps are like designer joints.
Yeah.
You look them up. And so they're my newest partner, major partner. And they gave us a special code, food for action, capital letters 10. And so they definitely chill with us. So I'm going to make sure that they get a picture of you. Well, they already have a few, as you've probably seen if you looked online. They've tagged you and me, so on. So we got to make sure that we get you locked in with them because they're on point. Now,
Yeah. Sweet.
So let me ask you, when did music start for you? Like, there was a beginning where you entered it, like there was a point where you was singing in the dang bathroom or wherever in the car, and then it
Yeah.
turned into something else.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, so as a kid, I was just making a lot of noise. I can't lie. Around the house, just screaming for no reason. And then as you get older, you start to realize that's like your musical kind of something manifesting itself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
Um,
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt. Don't lose your thought. Can I get a little bit more volume from you? I just got a comment.
okay, a little more volume.
Yeah.
Is
Is
that
there?
good now?
Do you have any more room on your phone?
No, that's max.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries then. Just yell like I do. No, I'm just playing. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. I'm just naturally loud. I can't help
Right, right. I'm naturally quiet, so
it.
contrast. But yeah. So basically, when I was about 15, I kind of started exploring the idea of performing, and I started off with writing. So I used to rewrite cover songs like Rihanna,
Okay.
California King Bed, like California Queen Bed, and
Right. 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 Right.
all of that kind of stuff. And I used to experiment with the big kind of songs that were out there and try to create my own version of
Right.
those songs. And that's where the songwriting kind of capabilities came from. I developed it into something that's that's now I can write, original songs and whatnot.
So
And yeah.
what? So was that what you were doing first? You weren't singing like to be an artist at first. You were just writing.
Yeah, I was literally just like writing and singing around the house and whatnot, trying to
Okay.
just perfect my
Right.
craft
Right.
and whatnot. And then I went into like the open mics at school. And then as I got older, local pubs and whatnot. And then branching out to more places and open mics around London. I used to type in like free open mics in London.
Right. Right.
And I tried to go to as many as possible when
Yeah.
I had the free travel every single day or whatever. And I used to go to these open mic places, these bars and whatnot, and meet musicians. And by the end of the night, we have a song ready to perform on stage.
That's what
And
I'm talking about.
sometimes I even freestyled about what I see in the room with a guitarist I never met before. So it was very organic and very it was a good kind of character building situation
Yeah. I
that
mean,
really
you
yeah,
doing that work. You doing that
right,
hustle. Yeah.
right. And it really helped me to gauge how to interact with people and gauge how to interact with crowds of
Right.
people and other musicians
Yeah.
and like all of that kind of stuff. I learned so much and yeah, it was a really cool experience for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I came from a different way because my folks was musicians, so we were born performing. But I know how it is, to do that hustle, later on to network with folks and also to tap into the entertainment value of it too, because you can't just stand up and sing, like a statue. You gotta get that entertainment value happening. Black Butterfly says Kalu, and she puts a big old heart on there.
Yep.
And we got a bunch of people. Oh, you can see it too, right?
Yeah. I'm on the stream right. I was gonna say to you, I could join from this phone on Instagram while we're live right now.
Well, I got to keep the other thing on though too.
So can I join that Instagram live with my other phone?
Oh, with your other phone?
Yeah.
Oh, you got two phones?
Yeah, of
That's what
course.
happens when you're a superstar, huh?
I'm nowhere near that stage yet.
Yeah. If you have another phone, I just need to be able to type you in.
Right. And
And
I just request and then you add me in. It's not the best quality, but it
yeah,
is what it is. And people can join once
yeah,
they
because
see me
that way,
live.
yeah, so that way I can get off of filming it with this phone.
Right.
So just can you type in something on there now
Yeah, I'll put a
so
little
that I can
wave.
accept it?
Right. I'm there.
All right, there you go. Okay, so let me see. So that is a go live with you.
That's it.
And
Guys on Instagram, share this live, all of that stuff. There we go. Let's get it.
all right.
Here we
Okay.
go.
Hold on. Now I have to end the other one. So hold on one sec.
All right, cool.
Dang it. You know what? Hold on. This is hilarious. I'm gonna have to shut off because I'm on my phone. So I gotta shut mine off.
This is fine right now.
No, but hear that? It's not, because I have you on twice, so it's gonna echo itself.
Okay, yeah. You need to put down the volume on one of them.
Right, I know, but on my phone I have to shut it down because I started the stream. I started the initial stream. So
Okay.
so just Instagram will be right back.
Cool.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm shutting it all off. And then I will restart it.
So are there comments on this Facebook Live that I can't see?
Yeah, there will be again. I have to remember, because I shut it down. So there are 2 people on there, but hold on a second. And again, I don't get to see everybody right away. It slowly tells me eventually on Facebook. That's why I have my other computer. I got a iPad sitting next to me on the other side. Right. Okay, so let me start this live, and then. All right, so now give me that thing you did a minute ago.
Okay, I'm gonna join the live.
Yep.
There we are.
All right, hold on. I can't find you. Oh, there you go. I got you now. Hold on. Boom. Boom. It should be coming up. All right. Yo. We good?
Hold on. Yeah, I'm here.
Can you still hear me on Instagram?
I've got the volume on the other one.
Well, I'm just wondering if you can hear me. So can you hear me?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. That's all I wanted to know, because I had to turn the volume down some on that.
For sure, for sure.
Okay, so cool. So we're like going on 2 things now. Now we're good to go. But wait, now I don't have you on. I need you on Facebook on the app.
Right. Is it not gonna work?
I thought you had 2 phones. You said.
Yeah. So I'm live on the Facebook one right now, but my camera's gone for some reason. But I am live on Instagram as well. I'm here. This is the other phone. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so yeah, so I need to get. I guess you have to link it up again. You got to click the link again or something, because you're gone.
Okay. Cool. Let me I'm gonna restart the Facebook Live. Okay.
Okay. All right. So we got a bunch of people saying hi over there on Instagram, slowly but surely. I got a few people coming back to Facebook. Hey, folks, we're working out all kind of kinks here. That's the across the pond thing. So we're having to figure out all kind of little twists and turns to make all this happen. So right now we are live on Instagram, and we're trying to get him back on. Oh, here he goes. He's coming in. Oh, there we go. Good deal. All right. 3, 2, and 1. Boom. Now we're straight.
Boom.
All right. So now we were talking about how you started doing the hustle, honing the craft. Did you end up, because I don't know this part, did you end up, like, after doing your the pubs and doing the open mics and all that, did you end up doing like a band? Did you end up doing some, what was the thing? Because you did something before you ended up on The Voice.
Right. For me, it was, I tried the band kind of stuff at school. Put together a band for your music projects and whatnot for your course.
But not playing out, like you didn't have like a band or a group that played out gigs and stuff.
Nah, not really. We didn't have any gigs. No, I was like 16, 17,
True.
18. And I wasn't. I was just getting my confidence. You know what
Right.
I mean? As a young teen, I was very shy and introverted.
Right.
And it took a long time for me to get used to the British surroundings. Coming back from Nigeria when I was about 9 or so, after everything that I saw and went through over there. You know what I mean? It was a big adjustment. So I
Right.
had to like,
So wait a minute. Well, wait a minute. Let's get you back. Let's go backwards a little bit.
right.
So tell me. I know a lot of your folks already know this, because you broadcast with them all the time. But my folks, we don't know this yet. So from Nigeria, which by the way is dealing with some horrible stuff now, and so we put all the prayers out every day for our brothers over there. But you came from a situation over there. What happened for you to do this transference from there to uh to here?
Yeah. So basically, I've told a few people about this and whatnot, and people on the lives and all that kind of stuff. But when I was 6, I was taken to Nigeria to get to know my, motherland and my relatives, and just
Right.
experience the life.
Right.
And yeah, it was tough. It's a very different kind of lifestyle to this. You have to
Right.
really do the work, like the footwork for the water, cold water.
Yeah.
And if you want to heat it up, you've got to put it in a pot or a pan and all this kind of stuff. And
So you
um,
you grew. I mean, you grew up in the real what people would classify here as third world with not much. You had to make everything happen from the bare
oh
minimum,
yeah,
bare
yeah,
necessities, which is something that we in America seem to be ignorant about, and we don't appreciate a lot of times all of the access to the natural things that we have. And so you know I'm glad you're sharing that part of your history, because that's so important, bro.
yeah, yeah, definitely. They're saying real quick that you need to switch the cam to
Oh,
to see
my
you.
bad.
There we go.
Okay, sorry folks.
That's better. That's better.
Oh, now
But
you
yeah,
can see my crazy hair. All right, that's what it was. All right, cool.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, basically, so when I was 6, went over there for 3 years. I spent over there. During this time, my dad was running for governor.
What?
Yeah, my dad was running for governor in Nigeria, and people were not happy about it, especially the opposition.
Yeah.
Um, a guy called Orji Uzakalu, and we found out he hired a gunman to take out my dad and whoever else, because
Wow.
we actually were in the house when a gun went off, and it
Wow.
shook the whole house, 4-story house, and it was just insane. It woke us up in the middle of the night, and yeah, I've lived to tell the tale. My
That's
dad lived,
amazing, bro.
yeah, until cancer took him, but yeah, he was a very strong man, and Nigeria was a wild scenario. At such a young age, I had to see so much,
Yeah.
chickens being killed and all kinds of different things. I had to grow up quite fast, and probably what stemmed the self-esteem issues and whatnot that I had in my teen years, until I kind of found the love of music and got inspired by my siblings and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, Nigeria was like pretty much a traumatic experience, but I definitely enjoyed meeting certain people and being part of the culture and experiencing it. It was
Yeah.
good character building stuff,
So you came fully loaded whenever you guys moved to the UK. You came with like ammunition, strength, because you experienced something that, like, we think we're going through it. You experienced the real deal of oppression at the highest order.
Oh yeah.
And so when you moved to the UK, like, you must have felt like it was what, Christmas?
Oh well, yeah. It was just like it was wild. I wasn't born in Nigeria, so I was in the UK before I went to
Sure.
Nigeria.
Okay.
I was born here, um, yeah, that's really it. Like I was really trying to adjust and trying to get used to my surroundings and all of that.
All right, so tell me this: what led you to The Voice? How did you even get to that point? I mean, I can imagine part of it, but what was your like? What was that walk that even got you there to think about it? Whatever I'm sure there was auditions that you had to go through, all that stuff. What brought you to that point?
Yo, for me, I've always wanted to be on TV on these shows. Every year, I've watched the X Factor,
Well, yeah.
UK, The Voice on BBC when I did it and whatnot. Britain's Got Talent. Every single show I've auditioned for it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Years on end, and I even gave up on The Voice and all of the others. And the year that I gave up, they came to me. They found me at the jams and the open mics and whatnot, the live band jams that I used to go to in London, and they gave me a little like cult like calling card. The Voice Series 4 wants
Nice.
you, kind of
Nice.
thing. And I was recruited, and then from there it was a scouted audition. So I missed a few stages that everyone else kind of has to do and whatnot.
That's cool.
Private audition, and there were stages. So it was basically producers and then callbacks, which is in front of the MD of the band,
Right.
execs, people in the team and whatnot, a vocal coach that is assigned to you on the day.
Yep.
And you have to do a dress fitting kind of thing. So you have to bring outfits that you think would be great.
Like so you work with like kind of like a stylist person who says, yeah, that's cool to wear and that's not.
Right. So you actually just bring 3 outfits, and
Okay.
then your vocal coach and the team kind of see what you've got, kind of thing, and then you kind of decide together and all that kind of stuff. You bring your song choices as well. A lot of people don't get through all their songs. It's 3 or 4 songs you can pick,
Right.
a minute and a half. So I actually rearranged cover songs with a guitarist, and we created our own versions of these songs, and they loved them so much they wanted me to do all 4 of my songs.
Nice, bro.
So, and that was the point for me where I feel like this could actually like surely like have to be on TV at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And funnily enough, that's how it kind of played out.
So what's your family saying at this point?
They were like, wow, I was on a train to Manchester, another city in the UK, out of London, and yeah, it was just wild, man. Like, and also the day that they picked for the blind audition was my 21st birthday.
Nice.
So it was like just a mad, surreal experience. And it still baffles me to this day that it happened. But yeah, like people celebrate the 21st in so many different ways, and I got to celebrate mine on national television.
That's
It will
crazy.
live forever.
Yeah,
Millions
man.
of people around the world. It's just wild,
That's pretty cool. So now since then, I know you self promote because you're on your lives all the time and so on. I know of a couple of shows that you did like with The Voice. They're like tour things,
Right.
little stage things that they set up. Um, what else are you doing? Like, are you writing originals that you're submitting to company? I mean, where you at? Where you at on that?
Right now, I'm creating. I'm looking for producers to take it to the next level to create,
I'll
the
send you
best
something, by
possible.
the way.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, yeah,
I do that too. So yeah,
yeah.
I have to throw you something. True
Sweet.
that. So now,
Um,
I know you work. There's one dude that I see that you're always working with. He plays piano, keys.
yeah, that was a while ago. That's
Oh,
not
okay.
happening anymore. But
Oh, okay, okay.
there is one guy I'm working with, a producer. He's an artist as well in his own right, and we're planning to just take over the world, man.
I feel that.
He's incredible, and I can't wait for you guys to hear what's coming. I've also got a single that should be coming out early next year. We're
You gonna
looking
give us
for a
a taste
label.
of it first, right?
What'd you say?
You gonna give us a taste of it first, right?
No.
I'm trying to be special, man.
Right now, exclusive. We gotta keep it hush hush.
No,
You
I'm
know what I
saying
mean?
like, but I'm saying once you're close, right? Once you're like about a week out from like putting it on all the platforms, you
Right.
gotta shoot us. You know, you gotta shoot us something real quick.
Oh, right. That's
Right.
definitely the plan. I want to hit up as many big lives as I can and
True.
interviews and all that kind of stuff, and
Yeah,
really
yeah.
build the hype for it because it's been in the making for 3 years, bro.
That's cool.
Three
So,
years,
so you got
and
me way excited.
yeah, yo, I'm excited because the journey to this point has been mad. The producer who was making the song quit music and he studied music at uni, came back, and now he's doing music full time. He's like, I didn't realize how great this song is. I didn't realize how great the lyrics are, but now I do, and I really believe in this song, and I want this to be as big as you want this to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope. And it's fun to know that you can have an effect on somebody else's life that makes them want to work with you like that. That's
Right.
kind of dope. Want to
Right.
say hi to Farhat from Holland, and then all the folks who are jumping in that are like fans of yours, that are jumping in on Instagram. Thank you guys for tuning in too. Um, uh, you know, talent like yours is not like it's not just something that it just pops up in the middle of the air.
Right.
And one of the things that I like to stress, and you made point of it earlier, is putting in the work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honing in on your craft, and you made a big mention of that, doing the open mics and all that stuff. And there's not enough folks nowadays anywhere that are doing that. They do all kind of mad work, social media. They do all kind of mad work with whatever else, but they don't spend enough time on their craft so that they can have longevity. So, and I truly believe you're gonna be around for a good minute, and
Amen.
you're gonna be popping not just over there, but you're gonna be popping over here too.
Amen.
So, have you performed here yet in the States?
No, I've never been to the States. I've always
You've never even been, bro. When we work together, I'm gonna get you. Yeah, I'm gonna get you here. I was about to curse. I don't curse, so I had to be like, "What?" But yeah, that would have been the first time I cursed in like 12 years.
Wow.
So never been to the U.S. Now, have you been to other? Well, I know you have because we just talked about it. You did the show in, was that Egypt?
Yeah, in Aswan,
How was
Egypt.
that?
Wild, man. Wild. Like it's kind of like you feel like it's a dream, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
first of all, even before I even got there, so the build up to it was mad. Like, basically, I got an email of a booking company, probably off the back of The Voice. Maybe, someone saw it, but basically, someone in the presidential team in Egypt saw a video of mine and then wanted to book me for a presidential television event in
That's
Egypt.
crazy.
So they chose to fly me out. Everything paid for, hotel. I was staying at the same hotel as the president.
That's nuts.
Um, the security was ridiculous when he
Right.
arrived and whatnot. But just leading up to it, so like even getting on the plane, we were late. Me and my friend, who I decided to go with, we were late to catch the plane by like half an hour. And basically, they were telling us like, "You're not gonna get on this plane." The woman at the desk was like,
Oh
"It's
no.
just, it's not gonna happen." So I'd sent a message. In a couple minutes, the woman is on the phone to them, like, "Let the man through."
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
I was like, "Yeah, these are some big ass people.
Yeah.
Real important people." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
It had to feel good, man. You know,
right.
my first experience of doing anything out of the U.S. was when I played sax and percussion with the Backstreet Boys, and this was a long time ago. And when I did that, and I couldn't believe, like I had just heard about it. You know, I had always been performing, but it was just in the States, and I couldn't believe the treatment. You know, how, you know, I'm just the guy in the band, and like, you know, it's like all star, like a number one, top of the line. I was like, wow, this is incredible, and it ain't because of me. It's because of them guys,
right?
You know, and like literally, we had situations like that where, you know, everything was going to shut down, wasn't going to be able to get a plane. They all of a sudden, if there was a problem with the plane, we're walking on a tarmac. Next thing you know, to somebody's private plane, just like crazy stuff. So I know that's got to be awesome. I'm old now, so don't worry about it. I won't be having to experience any of that anytime soon again. But all right, so cool. So now, so right now you're writing, you're getting ready to get this new joint happening. Where do you see yourself, like five, you know, let's do the steps. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Like, what are the steps that you're looking at? Because people like you and me, we don't, like, a lot of people, they just say, where do I want to be at the end? But we do it in steps. We have to visualize these different segments of life, right? Because that's what the industry does. You know that it's not just, you can't just go from 1 to 100. Right. So where do you see, give me your 5 year, your 10 year, your 20 years.
You know what? I'll be real. I actually hate the 5 year kind of question because it's never been accurate. You know what I mean? Like, life just happens and things don't always go your way. And that's just something that I've dealt with. But I don't know, in the next few years, let's just say this, in the next few years, I want to have EPs out, one, maybe multiple, an album out, you know, headlined, you know, wherever, you know what I mean? Like something serious. Hopefully the world, like, you know, improves, you know what I mean? Like,
true.
And then things can go back to normal if that's even possible. And yeah, just those kind of goals. I want to have an album out, and I want everyone to know the name Kalu in the next 10 years. I've been doing this now for about 11 years or so. So the next decade, I want people to know my name universally. You know what I mean?
And they will, I believe it. What up, Tony? Good. Thanks for joining us. So who do you want to work with? Like, if you could think about any producer or guest appearance spots and all that, who do you want to work with? Give me your list.
Man.
You got to have a list. Come on, man. You got a list.
So many.
Labyrinth.
Who? Labyrinth, James Arthur.
Labyrinth, yeah.
Tori Kelly.
Yeah.
Daniel Caesar.
Yeah. Oh, listen, you and Tori Kelly doing a joint? What? That would be ridiculous. All right, go ahead.
I've met her at her first London show. I met her.
She's nut. My daughter, my Smunchkin. She's 24. I still talk about her like she's a little baby, but she turned me on to Tori Kelly before Tori Kelly was big because of the online presence she had.
Right.
And I remember just the first thing she let me hear was just her producing when she was lit. And I was like, oh my goodness, what? The same thing happened when I heard you singing. I was like, you know, because I appreciate good, because I can sing, but I can't sing like y'all. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm hearing, and I heard her, and I was like, man, my daughter is gonna be like my A&R if I ever have like a record company, because she knows, and in any genre she knows. All right, give me some more of your folks. Tell me, I'll be specific. How about a rapper? If you was gonna work with a rap artist, who would be that one that you want to, before your career is over, that person?
I don't know, man. The first name that came to my head was Kendrick, which would be incredible.
You mean Lamar, Kendrick Lamar?
Of course.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's also, I'd love to work with Eminem. I'd love to work with um, Ty Dolla Sign.
True.
I love to work with Pusha T,
True.
with Machine Gun Kelly.
True.
Oh man, there's just so many. You know what I mean? NF. You
Yep.
know,
Are you do you have like management or something that's helping you reach out to people?
nah,
No.
man. It's just me, my boy Richie, and the Illuminati.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. I've got a very tight net thing, and
Which
I'm
is
just
good too.
basically,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
look,
I'm
if you
basically doing it all myself musically, and then he's just helping me with like the admin side of things, the
right,
liaison side of things at the
right,
moment. Um, and yeah, that's really about it right now. I've had managers in the past, but it just hasn't really worked out. So I'm just looking for that person that has my best interests at
true.
heart,
Yep.
and someone that will facilitate my vision and understand that I've got experience too. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've
Yep.
I've I've been through a lot, and I know where I want to be, what I want to do, where I want to go. I
Right.
just need someone to help me get there.
Right. And you're not a baby anymore at this. You've been doing the hustle for a minute, and so
Right.
so it's best for you, especially these days. If this was like, when I was young, and I'm not going to tell nobody my age, but if it was uh, then maybe you could rely more on somebody else. But
Right.
these days, with how the race now, it's like each person, each artist, quote unquote, is doing a foot race themselves, and so it is better these days. I just didn't know if you had anybody that you've been using, like maybe agent wise or anything like that's getting you to places. But if you're doing it yourself, trust me, ain't nobody gonna look out for you better than you.
Yeah.
Believe that. So,
Yeah.
all right. So now let's see. So we got your rap folks you want to work with. What about uh, producer wise? What ultimate producer do you want to hang with?
Man, I've been hearing about Snarky Puppy and Corey Henry and Robert Glasper and Timberland and Babyface.
True.
Man, anyone who's produced for any of the artists that I've mentioned
Right.
as well,
Right.
like
Right.
anyone, like that is it. You know what I mean?
Listen, Snarky Puppy is ridiculous.
That's my like that's the dream. If
They're
I
like,
can get Snarky Puppies people in
yeah.
there,
Have you
yo,
seen? I don't know if you know this cat, but I do. I do the whole jazz thing too, and so they did a thing with Chris Potter.
uh-huh.
You know who Chris Potter is, saxophone player? Well, listen, Chris Potter, my pops um, helped Chris Potter when Chris Potter was a little kid. Like Chris Potter was playing like he plays now, and like if you look up a Snarky video, he's in a couple, and if you, and he was playing like that when he was in high school, like just what I mean, like
Wow,
ridiculous players. But Snarky Puppy is dope. Uh, that's just a bunch of seasoned folks.
right.
Um, let me so tour. You're envisioning the biggest tour. You done made it to the level where you want to be, or at least temporarily where you want to be. You got this. You're in it. You're worldwide. Who do you want on your tour? You're the headliner. Who's on your tour?
Mm. You mean like supporting me?
That's correct. Or sharing the bill, because a lot of times these days there's like everybody's dope on a tour. You know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
who are you sharing the bill with?
Do you mean upcoming artists or big artists?
Whoever you would want on you. It's your tour. You get to decide who's coming on that tour.
How crazy would it be if I don't know 6, 7 years from now, I've got John Legend supporting me.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me tell you something. As dope as he is, you sing way better. Like, I'm sorry.
People have been saying that, and I'm just
Listen,
like,
you got
what?
you like literally. He's more famous because he's been there for a minute. But you, talent wise, he ain't touching you, dog. No way.
Nah, man, that's
I know,
crazy.
I know singers. Believe you me, he ain't touching your skills. Is way the way you do them. I can't even do it. I'll make a fool of myself. I got simple runs I can do.
Yeah, yeah.
Your voice does like all kind of gymnastics. I'm like, what? So trust me, Legend is a great songwriter. I give him that. But trust me, you got it. Now, all right. So John Legend. Who else?
Um,
Come on, this is a summer tour, the biggest tour of your life. John Legend. You. Who else?
um, Daniel Caesar.
True.
Um, Tori Kelly. Um, these are just like ridiculously.
I know. Listen,
You
that's
know what
like
I mean?
that's
But
like that's a vocal. That's like a vocal freaking. I don't even know Olympics. The vocal Olympics tour. That's crazy.
for real, it's just like a fantasy. I don't even know who else, man. But just people that can sing. There's so many artists out there. So many great artists. So many great individuals. I want someone that has a story to tell, a great personality, great sense of humor, and can perform, you know, and
True.
really, really sing from the heart. And I want
True.
someone with passion. A lot of
Yeah.
singers lack passion, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not, and it ain't gonna do you any good to have anybody else on stage that doesn't come equipped with that
Right.
notion because it's just going it just sells the whole thing short. You know that would be like you know I don't even know what it'd be like because it would just be stupid. To have anybody that doesn't have the same passion, the same drive and enthusiasm and character to what they're doing. It just
Yeah.
wouldn't make any sense. So you're
Yeah.
on point with that. All right. So tell me musical influences. Who? Because I'm trying to just give talent, entertainment value to folks. I want them to understand that part of it. Who are your influences? Uh, and not just influences, but also what you enjoy. Like because we all have influences, but then we have that I'm kicking back. This is what I'm enjoying
Yeah.
while I'm kicking back.
Yeah. Influences are the people kind of I mentioned Usher as well. Usher
True.
was the one that kind of started off me and my brother on our kind of path of singing and just experimenting with our voices and whatnot. He inspired my brother. My brother inspired me.
You have
Um,
to tell me about your brother too, because I didn't even know.
yeah, I've got four brothers, but this brother he sings. Well, he sang. He wrote songs as well, and he danced, just
Okay.
like Usher.
Oh,
Um, so yeah, he was like his idol kind of thing. You know what I
that
mean? And then he was my idol kind of thing.
is
He
your
was with
brother
me in
doing?
my
Is your brother doing stuff with you, or is your brother?
no, 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 no. He's into banking and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Um, I'm the only black sheep in the family, that's for sure.
You're the one who said this is what you want to do. Everybody else just kind of hobbies it.
Right, right. Whole beat time ago. My sister sings as well. Sings
Oh,
with her husband in Canada, at church.
nice, nice.
But I'm the only one really pursuing it. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, Usher. Who else is there? We've got Daniel C's, obviously, Frank Ocean, Labyrinth,
True.
um, John Legend, of course. Ever since I started, I've been compared to John Legend.
But you're
People
just
like
way
your
better. Oh
voice.
my gosh, man, your voice is just way. Yeah, I'm just telling you, man. I mean, I guess it's nothing to be mad at.
Right.
But at the same time, man, yeah, man. Now, so you obviously crazy determination. Um, if something happened and tomorrow music industry just collapsed,
Right.
no more. Obviously there's the virus and all that stuff happening, right? All of a sudden, somebody takes over the earth and there's no more music. Nobody's allowed to do it. What would you do? How about that question, huh? That nobody's asked you that before.
Yeah, I've never heard of that in my
What
life.
would you do if there was no such thing as I'm doing music? What would you do?
I don't know. That I've thought about this one. I've just got no clue what I would do, how I would respond, and all this kind of stuff. Like, I got no idea, man.
Do you have like a hobby? Do you have like because like I know myself, create music all the time, all that kind of stuff. And then sometimes I just have to be away. I can't even listen to music sometimes because it's just been so many years. Like I said, I'm Moses, believe it. And so,
Yeah.
and so sometimes I just have to be completely away. So I have certain things that I like to do, right? That have nothing to do with music at all. You don't have none of that?
Oh, I definitely do. For me, it's just watching TV. What like yeah, Netflix,
Truth.
the usual kind of stuff.
Listen. Here's the funny part. I'm glad you said that because that's like my second thing, right?
Right.
Well, besides doing this, my second thing is I think I'm like Siskel and Ebert. I think I know every single movie that is good and every single movie that sucks. I think
Yeah.
I am the judge and the jury for movies.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I love, man. I can't lie. I am a movie connoisseur.
Right.
Trust me. So I got you there, no doubt.
Yeah.
So that ain't a bad thing because there's always going to be that. Like if music got done away with, which is never going to happen either. But if it did happen in the land of mystics, then that movie buff, that's it. That's where
Fair
it is.
enough.
Because it's always going to be movies
Right.
forever. Always.
Without music.
I know, right? Can you imagine? Listen, can you imagine a world where it's your favorite movie comes on and there's no soundtrack? You know what I'm saying? It's like quiet, like for real.
It'd be terrible.
You know what I mean? Because you know how in most movies and TV shows or whatever, there's always some kind of little subliminal background music going on in most parts of music because it helps the moods change in the thing. You feel it, right?
Right.
What if it was none of that?
Doesn't make any sense to me.
Like, could you even watch the movie or the show?
That's the thing. Like, there's no sound. Like, so what the hell? You know what I mean? Without music, the world would be in pieces, more so than it is now.
Truth. That is truth. Let me tell you something. I truly believe that to compound and go along with what you said is that if more people appreciated music, they might not be so attached to some of the ugly things that are happening now in the world. Because you can't love a good song and not love people. You know what I'm saying? I can preach if I need to. But you know what I'm saying? You just can't. Like anybody who can tell you that they love music and literally love it, not just I like a song, but love music in its entirety. You will never find that person hating somebody. They might be mad at somebody for things here and there, but they're not hating. Dude, think about it, bro. Think about it.
I hear you, man. I think it's subjective though, because people can definitely love music and still hate a guy. or you know what I'm saying? That's definitely.
Come on, man. I'm trying to portray something here. I'm trying to make.
I know.
You're right. Yeah. Trust me. Listen, I know I've been on a lot of stages with people that I hated. So, I had to grow up out of that. But trust me, there's a lot of musicians that I was like, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're right, but I just wanted to keep it light for a minute.
For sure. For sure.
That's hilarious. All right, listen. Let me make this thing real quick. So again, we are partnered up with Gorin Brothers. They are the freaking ridiculous hat company of the world. They do all kind of. I got mad brims and all kind of stuff. They sending me more on the way. They do caps, baseball joints. They do, I mean, any kind of hat, old OG hats, anything you think of, they got it. And they are our partner, like our official big partner. So anybody who's watching, even your people, if you punch in the code Food for Action, which is the name of this show, you punch in Food for Action in all caps and then put a number 10 after it, they can get a mad discount. So if you don't want a hat for yourself, buy a hat for Kalu. Boom. Or buy one for me. You know what I'm saying? but anyway you slice it, you'll get a discount. Christmas is coming up. My birthday's coming up. When's your birthday?
2nd of October. It's gone.
You know what I'm saying? You missed his birthday, you owe him a present.
Right.
Right? All right, cool. So Gorin Brothers, that's where you go. All right. Enough of that. So, yo, my man. So I appreciate you being here tonight, man. I do want to ask you a couple things that aren't directly related to you before we let you go. Mm-hmm. Number one, you know what our country is going through with the guy in the office. And you know that we're about to have this big old election over here in about, 8 days, 7 days now, right? I've already voted. I promote that with people to be schooled, educated, and so on, so that you can vote the right way. How are you guys looking at our country right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know that when some of these peaceful protests and stuff happen, you guys, there's folks over in the UK and everywhere else, other countries, that was protesting with us.
Right.
How are you guys looking at our country now, though? Like, literally, the way it's being run, the way the whole dynamic of the U.S. How are you seeing it?
Me personally, I can't speak for the whole of the UK, but
well, what do you see? Like, how does it look like people are doing?
Right. I will say that it looks like a mess, a hot mess.
Yes.
You know, it just looks so disorganized, and Trump is just saying all kinds of shit.
Right.
And no one like. There's a lot of people that still support him and are still behind him, and there's a lot of people that are slating the other party, finding other people, other different things to like find. I've seen some stuff on Twitter, basically.
Yeah.
That they've been going back and forth from what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
With indirects and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a playground, kind of. But it's like the fate of the world almost. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't know. For me, I'm more concerned about police brutality and all of that stuff that's happening. You know what I mean? Like that's a wild situation. George Floyd, and everyone else that we've lost. The whole world has lost to police brutality, racial inequality, racism in general, prejudice, discrimination, all of this kind of stuff. It's disgusting to me, and something should be done about it. I hope Joe Biden can really make some real changes, and if he's elected, I personally don't see it happening, but a part of me does. But Trump is he's too popular at this point.
Let me tell you something. Over here, we're not seeing it that way.
Really?
Yeah, over here, it's almost a done deal that other guy is gone.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, that's great. He said a lot of dumb shit. So
yes, he surely has.
It should be a done deal by now. Like he's been in office for 4 years.
Yeah, and he's wreaked havoc on our people and on our country. And so I just wanted to see, because I've talked to a few people from other countries, and I hear how they're saying, and literally most other countries are looking at us as a joke now. And,
right.
And I'm like, and I don't remember any other time in my life where, no matter if it's a good president, bad president, right, left, Republican, Democrat, I don't remember any other time when people from other places viewed us in such a jokingly like you said, hot mess kind of way. I don't ever remember that happening because there's a certain stature that the politicians spoke of. Let me ask you again. I said I was only going to ask you a couple more. So in your country now, you guys have Farhat said it funny in the messages. I mean, in the comments, he said you guys have your own blonde man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how is there similarities to those two folks? Is there something more is there something more substantial that you're getting out of him as a country?
This is one that I don't even know how to really answer, to be honest, because I'm not really in tune with politics and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
But
are people behind him, like especially younger folks? Do younger folks support him over there?
this is the thing. I feel like it's hit and miss. With Trump, it's, from what you've told me, it's more negative.
Yeah.
With Boris, it's like, it's up and down. I think people do think he's a clown.
Right.
And the similarities with Trump, the hair, right, the funny kind of wordings and accent, and
yeah.
It almost feels too good to be true. It feels like, have you seen the stuff with the Simpsons predicting stuff?
Yeah.
What is this? Like, which demon is writing this stuff and telling the future? Like,
I know, right?
what's going on?
Listen, that used to be one of my shows, and they literally like that. They have books about that now. There's books out with the Simpsons, the way the Simpsons, the world according to the Simpsons.
It's insane.
They got books.
It's insane.
That's crazy. All right, so are things, because I've seen some things online. Are things racially, are they better there now? Like, is there as much of that, bad treatment police wise? As a country, is there, do you guys have a lot of Karens over there, and all that?
Yeah, there's a lot of Karens. I've just recently learned what a Karen is.
Oh.
So yeah, it's I don't know. There's a lot of Karens, male, female, from various parts of the UK that say certain things. Like I said, on the internet, in person, at football games, pubs, whatever it may be. There's still a lot of racism.
Yeah.
It might be a lot worse in America, I reckon. Especially if America is bigger, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely have a huge problem over here.
Yeah. The Karen epidemic.
Yeah. It's bad. I mean? It's like literally bad. Like, it's to the point where literally every day, and we had to do this growing up anyways. I'm sure your folks schooled you on it, which a lot of white folks don't even understand, that we have to be taught what and what not to do once we walk outside. Once you get out the door. And so these days we're doing it again. As an old ass person, I'm doing it again. I'm like thinking, like, each time I walk out the door, okay, I gotta look out for this, I gotta look out for that. So you're really not even if you're going out to have fun, you have to like prepare. And sometimes it's to the point where it's like, okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going again. How is the whole mask and stuff over there, with the disease? Because here cases are jumping up again. It's getting out of control again.
Yeah.
How is it over there? Are you guys?
We're in a second lockdown.
You are?
Yeah. So I've been at home for the better half of the 7 or 8 months that we've had this.
Yeah. Now, but at least you guys are doing that. See, so you gotta give Boris and whoever else credit. Over here, we got ignorant folk that ain't even trying to lock it down again when we opened up too fast to begin with.
Yeah.
So at least you guys got that. Nobody wants to believe, the people that support Trump and all that, they don't want to believe that other countries are doing way better than us. And they are. You guys are doing way better. Almost every other country is doing way better than we are handling anything rather it's racism, rather it's the pandemic, anything that's happening that's negative. Our power structure is handling it like garbage.
Right.
So maybe I'll just kind of move over there for a little while.
Yo, we definitely welcome you with open arms if you wear your mask.
Truth. Truth. Listen, I want to end this on a musical note. So again, before we go, I'm going to ask you one more question. But can you please tell all the folks, your folks, my folks who will look later and so on, tell folks how to find you and what to look out for?
So, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, wherever else you can find me at Real Kalu Music. Real Kalu Music.
And everywhere is the same, constant at Real Kalu Music.
Indeed, and also on my Instagram and whatnot and Twitter, I have a link that takes you to all of my socials and some of my most viewed videos and songs that I've done and all that kind of stuff. So if you go to my Instagram bio, you'll see a link that takes you to all of that, so you can do some exploring. And on Spotify, it's Kalu. The link for the Spotify is in the bio as well.
Okay. Listen, I'm telling you this, folks, if you have not listened to Kalu, and I'm sorry, you say Kalu, I say Kalu.
It's fine. It's fine. At this point, it's just as long as you don't say Kalu or Callum, you know what I mean? Like, it's all good.
Listen, I'm telling you, folks, if you have not listened to him doing cover tunes, the cover tunes are better than the originals, and that's just something that is not normal. Dude is ridiculous. And I hope that both of these screens can see me right. He is ridiculous. Talented, blessed beyond belief. Dude's vocals, acrobatics are just out of this universe. You gotta follow him. Please, all my people, whether you're seeing it now or later, follow him at Real Kalu. That's Kalu Music on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on what else?
TikTok, Snap,
everything that there is out there, he's on it. Unlike myself, because I'm still trying to learn stuff.
Right.
So I appreciate you, brother. I thank you for taking this time. It was cool working out the kinks to make this all work too. That was kind of cool. We got it all worked out. Listen, mad love and respect to you. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna be in touch with you too, because I got some music tips. I mean, not tips, but music stuff that I want to send you too, man. We could do a little something. But please keep doing what you're doing. The drive, the dedication, the heart, the passion. Please keep doing it like that. I'm telling you, if you do it like that, bro, the next time we do an interview, I might be having to beg somebody to get the interview. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you won't let it get to that, and we can always be down. And then that way I got a straight, path to you. But trust me, you gonna do that. The country over here, and the countries all over everybody's gonna know who you are, brother. Believe it. All right.
Amen.
Man. I believe in you, no doubt. Thank you again. Be safe out there. Truth. All right.
You too. You too. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
You having me, man.
Listen, many blessings to you, and let's keep in touch. All right.
For sure.
Yo, no doubt. By the way, a couple of people in here said thank you to you. So on the Facebook side. So with that, man, like I said, good. God bless you, and we'll talk again soon. Okay.
For sure. Thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the love.
Instagram folks, thank you. Facebook folks, thank you. And I'm going to finish talking to you guys about a couple things before I go. Kalu, thank you so much, brother. Love you, man. No doubt.
Much love. Good night.
All right. So yeah, man, that dude is like crazy talented. Oh my goodness, I don't even know how else to explain it. D- Listen, when I first heard him, I was like, this dude is insane. And I didn't even like, I wasn't following him yet. And then I get all of a sudden I get to start trolling him, start finding him stuff, stuff that he did, looking up videos, checking out UK The Voice and all this. And I was like, what? Man, and he's young. Dude is young. And he's already got them skills. He's already got that passion and dedication. So that's just ridiculous. So, if you're not following him already, please do so. You know, yeah, man, it's just a blessing to even have that dude on our show, man, and it was awesome. So thank you to Kalu, the real Kalu music again. Listen to my folks and to anybody who's left here. Please follow us if you don't normally follow us. That's you folks on Instagram and folks on Facebook. Tell your friends about what we do here. It's all about positive stuff. It's about stamping out racism. It's about understanding where things came from and why they are the way they are, and how do we fix them, and how do we do it together? How do we find that true sense of unity wherever we are in the world? Rather you're in the U.S., rather you're overseas somewhere. We need to come together to talk these things out, and not to cut, and we need to not cut people off. We need to not discount people. We need to, one of the things that people will see if they when you're following me, is that you'll see that I leave the doors open to anyone who wants to express stuff. And you'll see that sometimes people even express crazy hateful things to me. But I'm not going to fight hatred with hatred. I'm going to then talk to them, and I want to communicate and find out why things are the way that they are. What were those people's experiences? Because there's a reason that everybody subscribes to the belief systems that they subscribe to. And so I believe at this old Moses age that I'm at now, I believe that it's important for us to understand those things and then communicate with folks in a loving way that we can. And that doesn't mean you can't have heated debates, because sometimes that's healthy, but not bullying, not arguing, but debate, healthy debating. That means the expressing of difference of opinions. That's healthy. That's what we have to do. We have to share that stuff, because then we can find out, I can then ask somebody, hey, what did you go through that made you decide to do this or believe in that or follow that, and so on. And so those are the things that we want to do with each other. That's called love. That's called understanding. That's called being proactive. And that's what I hope that I'm encouraging people to do. Not just through some of the more serious conversations that we have, but also, that's why I also try to find some, entertainment value for the show as well, is because it's going to take all of that, and for people hopefully to understand what the intentions are, from me to you, and then hopefully we will all share those same intentions, where we'll all come to a point where we can bridge those gaps, where we don't understand each other now. We can make things work. We can make things happen in a positive way, positive light. And so I encourage everybody to please continue following me. If you just came on for your first time, and you came on because of my friend now, Kalu, if you came on because of him, I hope that you'll continue joining me. We're on every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m. If you're in another part of the world, you can add 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, depending on where you are. I know in the UK, you're going to add 4 hours. In other places, you're adding 6 hours, and so on. So, but I do hope you'll join us. Or if you don't get to join us live, you can always look later. They're all the videos are always going to be posted on my Instagram and on my Facebook. So you'll always be able to find them there. There's also a YouTube as well under the same thing, OBIE_SBTSBC. But I don't promote that a lot. It's really, I just catalog things there. But you don't even have to go that far. All you have to do is go to my Facebook, which is where I'm streaming from now, and also my Instagram, where I'm streaming right now. But again, please share this stuff with your friends. Please share it with your family, and please join us, man. Like I said, every show, like Farhat, if you want to, or pick a Wednesday or a Sunday. But please do join us, because I promise you that we're going to learn a lot together, and hopefully by the time my daughter has grandchildren, we will have together have changed the world for the better. So what is for the balance is good, man. Entertainment and current topics we live through. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Listen, I'm gonna be off on my way. At this point, I will make sure that everything's posted within mere moments of me getting off of here. I'll make sure that everything's on there. I don't edit it. I don't do any of that crazy stuff, because I want people to see it the real way, and everybody be able to experience it the same way if you're looking later. So you get the real deal each time. Again, thank you, Farhat. Thank you, everybody else who I can't see who has joined in. I appreciate your support. Please continue to do so. Let me give a couple reminders for my folks here in America. Vote, 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 vote. And that means vote with conviction, vote with a purpose, vote with a proactive sense, vote with knowledge. And because there's only a few days left of this, like 7 days, 8 days, I think it is. And so please make sure that voting is a priority if you're here. If you're here in the States. Other than that, also the census. If you have not filled out the census yet, please go do so. Get online. I think you can do the census online now as well. So all you got to do is Google it, and you'll be led to where you need to go to do the census. Very important for your community, to make sure that that your community is taken care of financially from the money that trickles down from the federal government to each state, city, county, and so on. So that's what that's about. Make sure that you have more funding for your schools. Make sure you have more funding for infrastructure, hospitals, and so on and so forth. So those two things are important here. Also, don't forget about our partner, Gorin Brothers, Mad Hatters. That's what I call them. And I got two of them. You see the pictures online. I got two of them, and then I have two more on the way. So trust me, I'm gonna be tricking the hats like it's no joke. And you guys should do so too. If you have a dad that loves hats, or a brother that loves hats, or a husband, or a girlfriend, or a wife, or a boyfriend, or a friend, or a teacher, or a coworker, or me, if you want to give me a gift, I'll gladly accept a hat, no doubt about it. But if you do so, when you go on Gorin Brothers site, when you're ready to check out, all you got to do is type in Food for Action 10. That is our own personal code. Capital FOOD FORACTION. One word, capital letters, and the number 10 after it. Food for Action 10. And if you type that in, you get a discount that's just for us from Food for Action. Cool beans. So make sure you visit them and at least take a look around. They have a nice interactive website. Cool as heck. So check out Gorin Brothers, GOORIN, GOORIN, Gorin.com. And or you can look them on Facebook, Instagram at Gorin Bros. That's BROS on Facebook. Instagram. On Facebook, it's just, I think, just when you start punching in Gorin Brothers, it comes up, and in all their stores and outlets and everything else. So again, Matt, thank you. I appreciate you guys so much for letting me invade your privacy, your homes, wherever you're watching from, your car, your phone, your computers. Thank you so much. I'm going to do my best to continue to do this until I breathe my last breath, and hopefully we'll do some good together. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you on Sunday when my guest will be Kiana Nicole, dope singer, another dope singer, but she's from Atlanta. She's also has other business. Another gifted. I'm telling you, all the talent that's going to be on this show, just ridiculous. You don't want to miss it. All right, you do not want to miss her. And of course, we're going to do some special things for the vote, the election that's coming up. So for the few days leading up to and after, we got some surprises that are going to happen. So it's going to be really cool. Again, thank you so much. Thanks to our partner, Gorin Brothers. Love you guys. Tune in Sunday at 7 p.m. here in the States. And then 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, wherever you may live, if you're not in the States. Thank you guys so much. God bless you. I'll see you Sunday. Same black time, same black channel.